Hey guys, and welcome. It is September, I'm NG Paradox, and it's the second season in League 2 with Bath City. Now obviously it being September, that means the transfer window is now closed. There's been a few changes since the last time you saw us, and I will say, in previous seasons, when it has come to the transfers and bringing in players, I've normally been quite quietly confident in the players we brought in. I've normally felt, quite secure that this player will do well, I like that player, he seems to have a good rating system and whatnot. But this is the first season, I think, where I felt like the players we brought in, I'm not sure if the value was good enough, I'm not sure if they're going to be good enough, and so that's given me a bit of uncertainty. Some of them could potentially be great, but I do feel a little bit of uncertainty with a lot of these players that I've been bringing in, but that's partly because I've been forced to, because the choices that we've had, due to our reputation, our scouting network, just isn't good enough. So we've not been able to bring in or be able to find enough players that are good enough or attract players that are good enough. So the ones I've had to kind of get are really just down to the fact that these are the only choices that even slightly I would want to bring in. So that's something to keep in mind when I go for the players that we brought in and what has changed. So not feeling... This is one of the first times I felt not that confident. Even last season, I knew it was going to be difficult, but I felt like the team could really, I really felt they could stay up, and they did. But this time, we needed to change some stuff. We had to change some stuff. Second season, I know there's a lot of tough teams this season. We're predicted to come 24th again. I know we had to bring and make some changes. So let's go through the first change. I did bring back Stuart Fleetwood as a coach. Good to have him back on board. A lot of the fans were very excited. It was really good to see that. I saw you guys' comments in the last video. Very happy to see some people wanted to see him back. I know he's kind of, the best coach, but it's good to have him back in the club. He's a favourite of the fans, and he puts a lot of our stuff above average and puts attack in at average. So, I think in the end that's pretty good. Now, let's look at the thing you're probably all waiting for, the transfers. We have brought in a few different signings. Obviously, last time you were here, we talked about Luke Coddington and the others. I did bring back Sarpong. Sarpong did come back in the end. I didn't feel he was good enough, and I still do not think he's good enough, but with the injury to Kuya, we had to bring in another midfielder, and particularly one that might be a more defensive-minded midfielder, just in case for backup. Obviously, when Mazier comes back, he'll probably go into the under-23s, I would suspect, but I had to bring in someone. I think we were quite lucky last season that we didn't have any real big long-term injuries in any of our major players. Wintle and Junior did get injured a few times, and so that did mean we had to be without them sometimes, but not as long as the Mazier one, and we had no real good midfielders, so I had to bring him in just in case. I also brought in Joseph Oluwu on a free. I'm not particularly convinced about his capabilities. He's got good physical stuff. He's a bit faster, good jumping reach. But tackling marking's not great, and I usually prefer it to be at least 11. That's what I would prefer right now. But my coaches say that he's pretty good. He could become even better. He's only 21 years old. His history is not the best. He's only played in the North, really, and he's been good, bad, good. And he obviously played a few games with us coming off the bench so far. I'm not completely sold on him, but you know what? He's really there for backup or to try and swap around with Monfils, obviously, because Monfils is a bit slower, Joseph is a bit faster. So it'll be fun to see which one of them comes out on top. We'll see over the season. Puts a little bit more competition in defensive positions. I also brought in the next two players I had to pay for because I couldn't find any more free players that were really worth bringing in or ones that wanted to come in. So I brought in this guy in quite a cheap amount, 8.7 thousand. It's not really much. It's basically nothing from Wrexham. Lee Cox. Now, as you can see here, there's some good and bad points about Lee Cox. Coach-wise, our coaches, his ability and potential ability, obviously he's not got much potential. He's not going to get better, but his current ability is pretty good compared to most of our other midfielders. And specifically in defensive midfielders, we do want to play with a defensive midfielder. Lee Cox can fill that role. He's good at tackling, he's good at marking, he's got good passing, good first touch, good technique, good mental attributes, very good mental attributes, and I like that. So having an older player coming in with good mental attributes is always good to have in the team. but his weakness is his speed. He's no acceleration or pace, so he's not a fast player at all. But I'm hoping maybe if we play him in kind of the defensive midfield role, that would mean he'd be just ahead of the defenders, so he's not really needing to run around too much maybe. He's just there to support them and link to the midfield. So I feel like maybe he doesn't need to be fast then. So at the moment, though, we might be needing to use him in midfield there, which might be a bit more difficult for him, but I'm hoping because we are in a lower league, because of his mental attributes, he might be good enough even though he's not that fast. And like I say, he's still better than basically all our other midfielders. It's the best one that I could find. Definitely the best, sort of defensive midfielder that I could find in the choices that we had. So, not completely sold on him. In the National League, he's played many seasons there with Wrexham. He's done pretty well, apart from the last 2 seasons. Well, I guess the last season, actually, where he started to play worse. And it could just be because he's getting to 31 years old. But I'm hoping he can just kind of be the piece when Mézières comes back. Him and him together might be okay. We'll see how it goes with Lee Cox. Now, the next one is kind of the biggest uncertainty that I have. Jack Dunn. I brought him in from Grimsby. Obviously, Grimsby got relegated last time, so this guy obviously wanted to leave. He felt he was too good for them. I paid 85,000, and if he plays well, another 5,000 on top of that, because they wanted 90,000. I was trying to get him and then give him, for like 70,000 and exchange Aaron Williams, but they would not accept. They almost did, but then they decided they didn't want Aaron Williams at all. But Jack Dunn, let's have a quick look at him. So Jack Dunn is a striker, attacking midfielder, and a winger. I did kind of need another midfielder and a striker, because my biggest concern actually right now is midfield. I wanted a midfielder, but then Mézières will come back later on in the season in a couple of months. So that is one thing to consider. But also at striking position, because when it came to strikers, obviously, Junior's really good. We love Junior. But Aaron Williams just can't support him. He can't take his place. And Junior keeps going off for international duty. This means that we don't have him lots of times during the season. And what happens if he gets injured? We have no one again. So I needed to bring in a striker. And Jack Dunn was the best. He was probably the best striker I could find at the time. You can see he's very good at lots of things. He's pretty okay at everything, so that's a really nice thing to see. My coaches and stuff love him. His estimated value is 110,000, so by far most valuable player. They see him as a key player, the key player for the team. So yeah, he could either be really good or a complete disaster, because we paid a lot of money, and I didn't want to pay that much money. But if we look at his history as well, he's been in League 1 and League 2 and National League, you can see here. He's never really performed that well. National League, he did okay. League 2, he did okay last season. So, I mean, he's always been okay, but I'm not sure if he's good enough. Then again, maybe coming to our team is exactly what he needs. But I needed someone for Junior. The only other choice I really had was... Who's the other guy? Loza. So, Loza was the other choice. And Loza, he's not got as good mental attributes and good technical, but he is fast. He's got good acceleration, good agility, and good pace. So that was my other choice at the time. He would have cost about 55,000. Now he's 50,000. It was 55 before. So he was a cheaper option, but I feel like he's played in the National League South more. Jack Dunn has a bit more experience in these leagues, so I was willing to pay more money for Jack Dunn in the end. But yeah, very difficult transfer window. I don't know if that's enough. I spent... The Jack Dunn transfer I really think was too much. And obviously that's hit our finances, as you can see there. We had to spend a lot of money. So that could end up being a really bad thing. But then again, if he gets us results, he helps the team, he can play many positions, it could be a great purchase for us. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see what happened over in the previous month, though. As usual, it's a pretty up and down month. Last time you guys saw we played against Barrow, and we did lose 1-0. It was a game I really hoped we could have won at the start of the season, but sadly, things don't always go your way. After I played against Exeter in the EFL Cup, a tough team, Exeter, then League 1, very unlikely we're going to defeat them. As you could see, they absolutely destroyed us. They beat us 2-0, and we never really got the ball rolling, so not much to talk about there. After I played against Swindon, now Swindon are a good team. They just got relegated, and we managed to draw, not win. We managed to draw 2-2 with Swindon. I was very happy with this result. You can see the team played very well. at the same time. Jamie Eaton-Collins scored his first goal, so also really happy to see that, him scoring. And Junior, of course, did score. And this was just after 2 goals in 3 minutes by Swindon, so really happy he could bring that back. Actually, wait, I can't remember who scored first. Jamie Eaton or Dean Russell. But you can see there basically 4 goals in the span of like 8 minutes. It was a crazy time. After that, we played Leyton Orient, another tough team to play against, and we lost 1-0. I mean, they did play better than us, I have to admit. When I was watching, I couldn't see us winning this, and so we lost 1-0. Not a major defeat, though, so that means our goal difference isn't too bad, so I guess that's a positive. After that, we played against Rockdale, and this ended 0-0. This actual month, we had a lot of tough games for the beginning of this month, but we should have won this match. I mean, we had more possession, we had lots of shots, we just couldn't score a goal, we just were not very good at making a good chance. They even had a man sent off in the 65th minute, and before that, I felt we were playing better than them. So, very disappointed that we couldn't just finish off this game. But that's the way the cookie crumble goes sometimes. So that was 0-0, another draw. Then after that, we played against Scunthorpe, another very tough team to go up against. But we actually won 2-0. Overall, it was a pretty even game, actually. But Junior and Ashton both scored, sealing us the win, getting us our first win of the season, and of course, 3 points. Very important, that. After that, we played against Bristol Rovers in the EFL Trophy. That's kind of the group competition, the Checker Trade Trophy, and we lost 1-0. You know, Bristol Rovers last time, we did really well in the league, so I didn't expect to beat them here, and they were better than us, and they won by only 1-0. So yeah, another tough game. So quite a tough month that was. And for today, we're up against Burton. So another tough game. They just got relegated last season, obviously. You know, in real life at the moment, I think they're in the Championship. So they are good to look at these training facilities. It's insane. Pat Lyons is their manager. Key player is this man, Gideon Zelalem. I mean, he looks pretty good. Looking pretty good. 650,000 estimated value. Our best is Jack Dunn. That's our best estimated value. At the moment, we are 17th, but the season's just started. We're 2 points only away from relegation, so we can't really say anything about how the league's looking at the moment. So let's jump in to this match and see if these new players we brought in can make a difference. I forgot to... Usually I go through and make the team before I start, but I guess I was too excited and I forgot to do that. Okay, let's just quickly go through. Obviously, Junior's on international. Actually, that's a good point. Junior got his first international appearance. He keeps going away to Jamaica, but he never gets put on the field. But finally, he got put out onto the field. Very happy to see that. I mean, we should all be proud of Junior here. Really happy to see him get his first appearance for Jamaica. Ryan Wintle, we probably want to bring you on for... No, Ashton scored, didn't he? But let's bring on Wintle. He should be better than him. Ashton really should be the backup. Bob Bruce is backup. Kim, yep, your backup. Down ball. Simpson has not had a good start. I will say that. I will say that. I'm actually preferring down ball still at this moment in time. But I'm going to keep giving Simpson a chance. You know, he just came to the team. You can't always judge a player, you know, when they first come into the team. You got to give him a bit of time. Oluwu is in the first team right now because Zach Viner is injured for a few weeks. Dale Eve is also injured for a few weeks. So that young player, Gareth Cayley, he's on the bench at the moment. So quite a few players are injured, as you can see. Jack Batten as well, injured for a few weeks. Sarpong, you can say there. Jack Dunn, we can bring him for junior. And you know what? We're going to bring Jack Dunn into the first team. We'll go poacher, just like junior. Let's see what he can do. Obviously, this is going to be his first game, though. I just got him during the last day of the transfer window. That's when he decided to sign up. So let's see what he can do. Come on, guys. Let's keep this. Let's get things rolling. Let's get the ball rolling. This is Burton. It's a tough game. I probably want to put Cox back. Eaton could be put into there, maybe like a advance forward. Yeah, I'm going to keep it like this, actually. We did well against Scunthorpe. Let's see how well Burton are. They just got dropped down. Maybe they're not looking so hot right now. And let's give them a number. Jack Dunn's been given number 9. And here we go. a big game. I don't expect to win this game at all, guys, so please do not have high hopes for this match. We should be losing against Burton. But I don't know why I keep saying that, because we always predict to come 24th. The media hate us. We should be losing against everyone. But Eaton Collins, Wintle, Dunn, Cox, these new players in the team, Olowu, Simpson, Connaughton. Quite a few changes have been made into the team this season. Again, I guess Wintle isn't from this season, but he still feels new to me. Still got Hunter there. Hunter's in the team. There's their team. They went for the formation that I was thinking about doing. So we'll see how that plays for us in the end. Let's encourage the team. Passionate. Go out there and impress me, yeah. We're at home today. I would suspect there's going to be quite a few fans here, because we are playing quite a big team. Playing against Burton, you'd think there'd be quite a few fans wanting to come and see this match. So we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully they're cheering for us. They're not coming here to support Burton. And here comes Burton. They've got the ball right now. Simpson, though, did get the ball there. Ball to Dunn, and Dunn with its first... the first time we got to see Dunn in action. And he didn't... I mean, he was in a good position, so you got to give him that. He ran onto the ball, so he's obviously hard working. Just, not a great finish. Not really a good chance, I guess, possibly. I don't know. I think I would expect him to score that. Very bad play there by the Burton player. Just let it go for Monfils to take it. But no. At the moment, we're looking pretty good. 3 shots. Good possession. They've now got a free kick. That was a good head, though. But Connaughton managed to just grab the ball there. Good moves there by Connaughton. And here he goes with a free kick. Right up to centre to almost getting to Dunn. Leyland has the ball. Wintle. Murphy gets it back. Leyland. Cox. Gets it to Murphy. Gets it to Wintle. To Eaton Collins. Eaton Collins went for a shot. If he could have maybe just got the ball, maybe to Dunn, that could have been a goal, I think. But a tough position. There's lots of defenders around him. Dunn getting the ball. What's he going to do? I want to see what Dunn can do. I really hope he's worth the money. That was the biggest risk. I just feel like if I didn't buy him, though, if we had to buy him or Loza, and I thought, if I'm going to buy someone, 55,000, 85,000, to me that's not a massive difference, really, at the end of the day. If we're going to spend that much amount of money, I might as well just go to full hog and buy the player I think is better, because I really obviously want to do well in League 2. So, that's why I went for him. It was either that or get no striker, because there was literally no other striker that would be good enough. And then if something happened to Junior, we'd be in trouble. Or if Junior goes out on his international breaks, we'll have to keep just having Williams just come on and do basically nothing. Which is what it feels like sometimes. So, I feel like it was a deal I had to make. Even if maybe it wasn't the best deal. But we'll see. He should be good. Well, hopefully he can just, ease into the team. Get used to the way that we play. Hopefully I've not made too many changes. I always find if you make too many changes sometimes, the team does not react well. They lose that kind of coercion and morale they used to have. Because I think that's why I've been doing well up to this point, is the fact that our players do know each other. They've been with us all the way. They have high morale. And I think that's why a lot of the time we manage to do better than we're expected to do. And here they go. Ball up there. Dunn was surrounded by people. Murphy getting it to Eaton Collins. Back to Murphy. Dunn. What's he going to do? Ooh, a nice little ball out to Hunter. Hunter down the centre. Wintle almost getting the... I know he must have got the ball then because it's not a corner. So Wintle did get the ball, but he didn't get a good hit on it. That was an interesting corner right there. We're about getting the half-time. 0-0. I feel quite good right now. I think we played really well against them. We've only allowed them to have 1 shot so far. I think we could definitely win this. Yeah, if they keep playing as they are, we should win. Keep going out there, we can still win. Where's the one when you can say, like, keep playing as you're playing? Keep it up, yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. They all completely switched off. I might have just screwed over the entire team. Shit. I thought they've been playing well. I mean, the last, not scoring obviously is bad, but I didn't want to put them down. I mean, oh, fuck. Scheiße. Okay, it's fine. 1,600 people? That's a lot less than I'd have expected for a game against Burton. I guess the fans are not as interested, maybe because of our performance last season. I don't know. Burton, though, did get another shot, apparently, and 2 out of 2 for target. We're not able to get one so far. We need to get a goal. Billy Murphy's looking a bit tired there. Let's bring him off for Kim. Lee Coxer does have a yellow, but he's kind of our ball-winning midfielder. Joseph is looking a bit tired there. Dan Ball could come on for the centre-back. He can play there. Eaton Collins looking a bit tired there as well. Might have to bring on Ashton. Let's bring on Ashton. Shadow Striker. Yeah, you stay there. We'll keep on Jack Dunn. I just don't trust Aaron Williams at all. I'm going to bring you on for Monfils, because they're both tied. It's only a 2% difference. He's looking complacent though. Down Ball. Just be central defender. Good. Okay. Hopefully Down Ball will be okay. Down Ball comes on. He's the captain. Maybe he can lead. Maybe he can inspire the team to glory. Kim now, and Kim. Kim, you just got on the pitch. Calm down a bit. Come on. Let the strikers and attacking midfielders do their job, Kim. We're now down to only 14 minutes left, and here comes Burton's attack. Ooh, okay. Nothing came of it. We've done well to stifle their kind of creativity, but we've not been able to get anything so far. Interesting little header there. Getting to Cox Coddington, getting it to Ball. Getting it to Hunter. We're going to have a highlight, it looks like. It's still continuing. Ball now getting it to Dunn. No! No! I didn't see what happened. Okay. Nothing happened, apparently. Okay. Whew. Okay. That was... I hate my computer sometimes. Ah, are you kidding me? 2 minutes. We really should be winning this game after a performance like this. I bet it's because of my my half-time speech. See, that's the first time I think I've really done a bad one, actually. And Cox, come on! You're not getting a red card. Cox. Damn you, Cox. Okay, let's just leave it as it is. There's only a couple of minutes left. No one can really go into midfield anyway. That's left on our team at the moment. Could we make one last effort? One last minute. Hurrah. It doesn't look like it, though. We've got 30 seconds. Just kicked it into their defenders. 20 seconds left. Danuhu are kicking it up top, but it looks as though Baller's got the ball. Kicking it out. Ball's come on and done well, you know. I always like Ball. Zalelen, their key player. They're kicking it around quite nicely now, but it's a bit too late. And looks as though we're going to end 0-0. You're unlucky, yeah. They really should have been winning that match, but oh well. You know, when I first came into the match, I didn't think... Oh, I hate that. I hate it when we play really well in a match and we don't get the win. And losing Cox now for a couple of matches is really going to hurt us. That is really going to hurt us right now. Cox, come on. Why? Why do this to the team? We need you right now. But yeah. Okay, let's see. Well, I guess we'll have to wait till next time, guys. I'll see you in the next part. Next time we'll be back against... Who will it be? Northampton. So I'll see you then against Northampton. Tell me what you think about the players we brought in. I'm still not completely sure, but you know what? Jack Dunn could be pretty good. We'll have to wait and see once he gets used to the team. But yeah, I'll see you then.